Welcome into MyUP Sports. I'm Jake Durant. The college basketball postseason tipped off Wednesday with the GLIAC quarterfinals. The Northern Michigan women welcomed a familiar foe taking on Michigan Tech. It doesn't get much better than two rivals meeting with their seasons on the line. Let's head down to Vanderbilt Arena. The Wildcats looking for their third win over Michigan Tech of the season. We're going to pick it up early fourth quarter. Wildcats lead 57-49. Former Negaunee Miner Ella Mason on the fast break, driving in for the bucket and the foul. She's fired up as the free throw cuts the deficit to 5. On the other end, Sarah Newcomer to Jordan Schmidtiel off the pick and roll. NMU's lead is back to 7. Later, some Huskies free throws cut the deficit to 3. Northern needing a bucket as Newcomer drives across the lane, laying in the reverse plus the foul. NMU leads 62-56. Later, the lead back to 3. Newcomer again laying it in over 2 defenders. She crossed the 1,000 career point mark in this one. The Wildcats lead by 5. But on the other end, Mason going to scan and pull up from the top of the key. 3 more of her career high 30 points to cut the deficit to 2. Northern needing an answer, and they're going to get it as CJ Romero knocks down a triple with just under a minute to go. Northern able to ice it with free throws down the stretch. They're moving on after beating Michigan Tech 72-66.
The biggest thing is you got to make sure that you're the last team with the last run. And down the stretch, I think our defense was really good. Our rebounding was fantastic today. And we just got to keep, you just got to keep thriving and surviving. Right now it's March Madness. You never know what can happen, and we earned one more day, and that's all our goal was today coming in.
NMU will head down to Grand Valley State on Saturday to face the top-ranked Lakers in the GLIAC semifinals. That one will tip off at 2 p.m. Eastern. Following the women's matchup, the number 1 seed NMU men hosting Ferris State in the GLIAC quarterfinals. First half, NMU trailing 20-17, but the sharpshooter Cal Klesmit knocks down a big 3. We're tied up at 20. Then the Cats back down 2. Jackson Dudick going to keep the ball in bounds, and Charlie Miller going to nail the quick hitter 3 ball. It's 23-22 Wildcats. A bit later, the 3-point barrage continues as Dylan Keel finds Bennett Bassich in the corner for 3 more. 28-24 Northern. Keel going to put an exclamation point on the first half. Check out the hops as Klesmit fires the alley-oop to Keel for the big-time slam. The Cats lead by 8. They led by 13 at the half. Second half, the dunk fest continues. Klesmit to Keel again, flying down the lane for the two-handed slam. Northern coast in the second half. They're moving on after beating Ferris State 91-62.
As much confidence as I'd love to have in our defense, what I'm really confident about is our offense is historically one of the best all time, and I figured if we kept scoring, I didn't think they could keep up, and I thought we did a good job of that, and then I thought we also did a good job of locking in and really playing way better defense, particularly early in the second half. I thought that 8 minutes coming out of halftime, I challenged them pretty good at halftime. Just we're not playing like a championship team, and we have to. And I thought that 8 minutes was as well as we played all year.
NMU advances to the GLIAC semifinals. They're set to host Lake Superior State on Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern.